I love my mother, but she's getting old and she probably doesn't have good eyesight. And the beauty of AI is a wonderful thing. And I'll just set up an iPad right next to her bed, and I'll program an AI to act and talk like me, and I'll be off doing whatever, probably masturbating.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Toxic Game Show. We're gonna have a really fun time today. Today we've got Undyne Kami Rose, we've got Deadly Desiree, Pegasus Witch VT, aka Celine. We've got a duck over there, I guess that's Puggers. And we've also got Usagi Akihiko, just to fill everybody in a little bit. Puggers, you're a fucking duck now?
Yeah, we all said that we were gonna be gay, so I had to change into the gay duck.
Happy Pride!
So, let me explain the rules of the Toxic Game Show to all of you who might be new to the Toxic Game Show. Essentially, the players on each team, I will select one of each, depending on which round we're in. Each team, one person's gonna get selected from each team, and then they are going to answer a scenario. Now, the way that they're going to answer it is not in realism how they would handle these situations. This is all playing... Okay, well, maybe you are a real toxic piece of... It's basically wrong answers only. Like, it's try and find the most horrendously toxic way of handling this. We've had people say that they would knock on people's doors and unhinge their jaws like a snake and, eat them whole. We've had people talk about playing their sex tapes over the loudspeakers of, like, funerals, It's all about trying to play into the humorous insanity that is when you are looking at toxic behavior. Okay, so let's move into it. So we're gonna have our first people start off here. It's gonna be Desi and Celine. We've got a couple questions, then we'll probably do a little bit of a lightning round, and then we'll move into a new segment that we've never done before, but I'm very excited for it. So, your first question, we'll start with Desi, and then we'll let Celine answer afterwards. Now, whenever you guys finish your answers, it's open floor after that point, so it's, we can all kind of talk and just, like, keep making jokes on it and riff and stuff, and as you riff and maybe make better decisions on, like, what's more toxic with your team, then your team's points may go up for that. So, your first question is, congrats, you got the job. You lied on your entire resume to get it, though. How will you make sure no one finds out you are completely unqualified?
Well, you see is I have to blend in like a chameleon, just like a perfect sociopath. I have to recognize and evaluate my fellow employees and just blend in and match my personality to every single one in the office. So that way, if anyone ever tries to, combat it, it's like, oh, but she's so nice. She's such a good employee. Well, how would you ever think that about her?
So then I just turn everyone against each other.
Yeah.
I would go with the opposite.
The opposite.
Anytime anyone tries to speak to me, I'll just scream. They're not going to ask any questions if all I ever respond with is a scream.
just they walk up and just
panic noises immediately.
Panic noises. Oh yeah, so you're just gonna give everybody anxiety for like being around you.
If I gotta live with everyday motherfucker, so the rest of y'all, you hired me.
I think I'm gonna have to give you 2 points for that because like I'm trying to think of myself in that scenario. I'd just be like, yeah, I'm not gonna fire Sure, Desi, if you're really likable and everything, I'm gonna have to double check and think about it before I fire you. And I'm gonna be like, but everybody really likes him. But if I'm scared of Celine because I'm like, Celine's going to hurt someone if we fire, I'm gonna have to double check, like, okay, you know what? We hired him. It's gonna be a real pain in the ass to get rid of him. Okay, so next up we're gonna have Puggers and Kami. Your question is, wow, you've been blessed with a child. Now, how do you avoid raising it at all?
Ask my dad. Well, see, the thing is I already don't want children, so if I ended up with a child, I'd be over here and then probably just yeet it across the room.
Replaceable resource.
Kobe.
Ready,
I kick the baby.
Okay, so like if I ever had a child, sadly, I think I would actually return it to the hospital. I would be like, hey, listen, I'm not really happy with this child, so you can have it. I would just return it.
Just walk up to the nearest nurse here. This is yours now. Okay, so now Undyne and Usagi, match made for the ages here. What we've got here is a would-be suitor has offered to fly you to them. You aren't really interested, but how do you get that free vacation while spending minimal to no time with them?
I hire a double to come with me on this trip.
Hire everyone.
I use all of the points that I've amassed from the several times I've used this grift previously to travel and get a free vacay under my belt. My double goes to meet this person. They believe that they've been catfished and go spend the rest of their trip in misery, whereas I get to go on a little vacay, treat myself to some mimosas, I don't know, feeling sexy and wild in the city, and find my next prey for the next grift when I want to try flying back. I'm a predator!
Very well. No, that's
Fair
good.
enough.
Usagi, what do you got?
I mean, it's very easy for me.
Oh.
Since sometimes I look like a boy. I'm just gonna, he saw me at my most feminine self. I go over. I pretend I don't speak his language, and I be like, I don't know what you're talking about, And then boom, I'm here.
So
get
you
that
like
return flight
you like
pre-booked.
deep fake the catfish is basically what you're doing. Like you're like, I'm actually like, I am the person, but I make you think
Yeah.
I'm what Undyne was doing.
Yeah, but it's still me. But he will never know.
How are they gonna know?
I'm just a
How are they
boy
gonna
right
know?
now.
I'm just
Or play the
What a
sick relative
shame.
card. My mom is sick.
Okay, well that one leads me to my next question. So we'll actually give that one to Desi and Puggers now. Your parent is elderly and in need of assistance. How do you avoid any familial responsibility?
Listen, I love my mother, but she's getting old and she probably doesn't have good eyesight. And the beauty of AI is a wonderful thing. And I'll just set up an iPad right next to her bed, and I'll program an AI to act and talk like me, and I'll be off doing whatever, probably masturbating. She can just sit there and talk to the AI all the whole time. She loves to talk, so hey, talk.
You literally
talk
just
to the
described
AI.
Franken-Robot!
I love that you could have said anything that you'd be doing in the meantime, and you chose to say the truth. You chose to go with the most honest answer you possibly could have given. Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
probably
what's
masturbating.
more?
I feel as though I just throw her off to one of my siblings.
Right.
And just be like, mom needs you today. I have stuff that I need to go do. So tag
Ambiguous
her it.
stuff. It's always ambiguous stuff. What are you doing today?
I have stuff that I need to do.
Like what kind of stuff? Just stuff, okay? Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a short one. So we have short answers. So every single person is gonna answer on these. So we'll just work down the line on one after the other on each team. So we're just trying to keep it to like maybe a sentence or something like that. So, and then after that, we're gonna do the team round. So for the lightning round, your first question, and we'll start with Desi, move to Celine, Kami, Puggers, back and forth, ping-ponging, all right? So what's your rage quit sign-off?
This is rougher than the sex I had with your dad last night. Peace.
I will go fuck your dad and give him a child he actually wants.
Well, and
If
that's
you
the
think
thing
this will
is
make
like,
your father proud, you're wrong. Peace.
What?
I'm not saying that. I'm gonna get cancelled on Twitter if I dare say it. Listen, as someone who played a lot of COD, the only thing you can do is say something highly racist and then disconnect.
Okay, so I'm not going to say anything when I left. I'm just going to do this instead.
okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna break you guys apart into your teams. We're gonna have you go into different VCs. I'll talk with the chat. We'll give it 2 minutes for you guys to plan your response. All right? So your question is, your Discord mod has been accused multiple times of sending unsoliciteds, but they are really useful. Like they do everything for your stream. So how do you tell your community that they're wrong and that your mod is not a problem? So, let's hear your answers, Pink Destroyers.
The best way, we've decided the best way to convince chat that they're wrong is to make them believe that they're right and gaslight them instead. So, we say, oh, we're very sorry about this mod and the shit that they've been doing. We pretend to relinquish them of their mod duties, open rigged mod applications, and hire the same mod under a new account name. We let the mod keep their other accounts to be a fucking creepin' so that they can be a degenerate on the side, but none of the blame will be placed on them. And they keep their mod account squeaky clean. But not only do they do that, no, it's even better. They use their new mod account to white knight for the people that are being affected by their own actions and pretend to swoop in and be the hero for situations that they themselves have created. So not only are we completely keeping our mod without any kind of, I don't know, bad rep with like the new account, but they are becoming the hero in this situation and scenario.
My God.
We won.
We won?
We won.
Okay, Pink Menace. How are you gonna avoid being destroyed by the Pink Destroyer?
Basically, our thing is we will make up fake scenarios about the people trying to cancel the Discord mod by saying that they are the bad ones, digging up all the dirt we could find from them, and taking all the screenshot out of context, and just being like, that's rich coming from someone that did this, and that, so that the attention now is turned towards them, and that they are now being the ones having all the dirt digged up about them, and now they are the ones getting cancelled, and we are free from that duty.
Just sending people into a continuous wild goose chase after everyone that is trying to basically cause drama.
God, so you're just like, all right, you know what? Chaos. Just chaos.
Just constant
Burn it
gaslighting.
down. No one's gonna know who's telling the truth. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today. I'm gonna bid all of our contestants here adieu for today.
Adieu.
So thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having.
Of course.
It was great.
Yes.
Yes, and thank you, Puggers, especially for jumping in so last
Yes.
notice, as well
It
as
was lovely
Desi.
to meet you.
That was very poggers of you.
I'm always bad at dropping out of these calls, but I love you all. Thank you so much. Mwah. Don't be strangers.
Adios.
Au revoir.